From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Powered by General Air Conditioners.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is great to see you on top of the week. And remember, Lockdown 3 is till the 17th of this month. We are going to win, so stay safe and stay home. My dear viewers, for the last 42 days, some political forces have been trying to create, germinate, and artificially engineer a tsunami of fake news. They've been engineering chaos and they have been trying to spark violence in India during the COVID crisis. You and I know who these people are. But the worst of all among them are those political vultures who have tried to prey on the difficulties of some people to try and build a political narrative. And those are the people we must take on now. My dear viewers, the Vadras are completely wrong. State governments effectively pay 15%, and the central government, via subsidies, pays the rest of the 85% of the cost of train tickets of migrants and others using the special Shramik trains for movement during the Lockdown 3. This is a fact. I cannot fathom. I really don't understand what these people are made of. They just lie. And they lie with complete confidence. And they say they will pay money for the migrants for the train tickets. What an astounding lie. And how foolish those must be who buy this lie and retweet it. What a lie. COVID will spread. We need to tell the Vadras this. And I'm telling you, Sonia Gandhi, what problem do you have? COVID will spread if unmanageable numbers crowd stations and trains. Which means, Sonia Gandhi, and let me elaborate on this before I proceed, that you are trying to do something very dangerous. If we just say free tickets, give everyone a ticket, have no social distancing on trains, let everyone travel everywhere, give free tickets, then what will, and say the state governments will not control this, which they are doing now, what will happen is you will have chaos in India. The lockdown will fail. COVID will spread. Millions of us, millions of Indians will be affected by COVID. The numbers which are looking so much under control now will go out of control. We will have a disaster in India. We will have a situation worse and more difficult to handle than the situation in the United States now. I am asking you, Sonia Gandhi, what is your agenda? Why do you and your family want COVID to spread in India? What will you gain if the lockdown fails? You live in a large government-funded house called 10 Janpath. Will you as a politician ensure treatment if millions are affected with COVID? What precisely is the hidden and malicious agenda? Ladies and gentlemen, I began by saying that we are winning. And I'm asking you a question today. And let's make this question go viral. Since these people have so many untruths that they make viral, let's make this question go viral. We are almost winning the battle against COVID. Not completely, but we are getting there. Every day brings us a little bit of good news. Every day the curve flattens just about a wee bit more. Every day we celebrate the recovery rate. Every day we know we are getting there. Yes, we have thousands of containment zones. I live in Mumbai where the situation is quite severe. But there is a willingness of this country and also cities affected greatly, states, that we have the ability, the capacity and the patience to win. And we have the discipline to win. I want to ask Sonia Gandhi, why do you want everything to go wrong when we are just about to win? What you, your son Rahul, Priyanka are doing today is working against the lockdown. And remember, you are in a minority of virtually none there. The whole country wants the lockdown to be successful. Do you want COVID to be successful? The nation wants to know. The nation, Sonia Gandhi, wants to know. Now, pushing the anti-lockdown agenda with fake news and politics is what we don't want now. Why don't they get the real picture, the way people in this country feel? Debate number 2 tonight. We will avenge Handwara. Our hashtag is simple, we will avenge Handwara. And at 10:30 p.m. tonight, the Prime Minister has spoken about it. Let's destroy the COVID fake news factory. Let's destroy the fake news factory. Destroy fake news is debate number 3. And here are the headlines this Monday evening on the debate tonight.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने निर्णय लिया कि हर प्रदेश में ज़रूरतमंद श्रमिक भाइयों और बहनों के घर लौटने की रेल यात्रा का खर्च उठाएंगे।
Vadra Congress lies on rail fare for migrant workers, promises free travel, destroys facts, and fact by fact, its factory of lies has exposed itself.
जैसे कि आपने कहा है, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हो या रेलवेज हो, किसी भी कोशिश में हमने कभी भी कोई भी वर्कर से चार्ज करने की बात नहीं की है।
The government puts the facts on the table. 85% expenses borne by the centre through subsidies. State governments pay 15%. Why is the Congress lying? Is there a deliberate, last-minute, desperate attempt by the Vadras to break the lockdown and make the battle against COVID more difficult? We exposed their agenda tonight.
Some people are busy spreading other deadly viruses, such as fake news, to divide communities and countries.
At a global summit, Prime Minister gives a loud call to destroy fake news in the time of the pandemic. 3 terror attacks in 48 hours, forces fight to crush Pakistani terror in Kashmir. 8 brave hearts martyred in 2 attacks in Handwara. Let's give Pakistan a bloodier nose. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt that the Vadra Congress is against the lockdown. And today, all of us have seen the desperate and pathetic extents they will go to ensure that the lockdown fails. They have pulled out of fake news on the issue of migrant laborers' train travel. We have facts that will completely expose this party's single-point agenda. And their single-point agenda is to defeat our efforts, your efforts and my efforts. Their single-point agenda is to somehow break the lockdown. That has been fairly successful. What the rest of their agenda is a question I am not asking alone today. The entire country is asking them, what do they really want to achieve by making the fight against COVID difficult? Let's debate.
On the 40th day of the nationwide lockdown, a train carrying 1,200 migrant labourers left Lingampalli in Hyderabad for Hatia in Jharkhand. Over the next 4 days, Indian Railways would ferry migrants in 34 trains across India. In Congress-backed state of Maharashtra, around 1,200 migrants left Vasai Road station for Gorakhpur on Sunday morning. And they had to shell 740 rupees for each ticket. With that, the Congress began its anti-lockdown campaign.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने निर्णय लिया कि हर प्रदेश में ज़रूरतमंद श्रमिक भाइयों और बहनों के घर लौटने की रेल यात्रा का खर्च उठाएंगे। मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आप सब जल्दी से जल्दी अपने प्रियजनों के पास पहुँच पाएंगे।
But here's a fact check for Congress. The Railways is bearing 85% of the expenses, while state has to share the remaining 15% burden.
जैसे कि आपने कहा है, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हो या रेलवेज हो, किसी भी केस कोशिश में हमने कभी भी कोई भी वर्कर से चार्ज करने की बात नहीं की है। हमने 85% जो पूरी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का कॉस्ट बियर किया जाता है, वह 85% जो है वो रेलवेज बियर करती हैं, 15% स्टेट को बियर करना है।
And most of the state governments, but Maharashtra, are bearing the expense of bringing back the migrant labourers home.
राज्य सरकार रेलवे को पैसा दे रही है और वो यहाँ पर आ रहे हैं।
So here are some questions for the Vadra Congress. Won't there be a huge rush if travel is incentivized? By putting onus on railways alone, isn't Congress misleading? Railways bear 85% of cost, states bear 15%. Why is Congress misleading? Is the Congress misleading on migrant travel because it has an anti-lockdown agenda? Let's debate.
And my clear intention today is to debate on the facts. And truly, viewers, if a political party has spread such a gamut of lies, don't they have to be taken on? What do you say, Rajat? Don't they have to be taken on, that you are trying to desperately create this thing on during this difficult time
anyway?
Anyway?
Exactly what happened in Delhi also.
Yeah.
This is how Kejriwal mismanaged the whole migrant problem. He allowed, he through his police force and whatnot, he sent this message that there are free buses waiting at the Delhi-UP border in Noida to take you back home. Once such kind of political messaging to create panic among the crowds is sent, you see a mass exodus. And these are very well-planned, ways of creating disturbance because there are certain twisted minds in our politics.
But Rajat, if you look at
who want to see the COVID to succeed.
Yeah, you see, on a broader point, I think what's going on right now is that, and everyone who's watching this debate will understand this. And we'll have a debate. I just don't want you to keep shouting over each other. Have a debate on it. You see, we are beginning to win the battle against COVID. Smita, I'd like you to come into the debate at the start with any of the protagonists on the other side, perhaps R.K. Mishra, perhaps Manasvi, anyone. You see, if I look at the graph, when the government has extended this to 17th, every person will understand that by 17th we'll be in a good situation. And the Congress has never wanted the lockdown to succeed. They realize that while we have 2 weeks to start winning, they have 2 weeks to defeat the lockdown. So I want to put out a statutory warning. In the next 2 weeks, the Congress party will do everything possible to create chaos, put out fake news, provoke people, create a disruption, and take no responsibility for it after that. And I think, therefore, the hashtag is very appropriate. The Vadras, all of us today, All of us, Ravi, we are all fighting COVID. We are fighting the coronavirus. What is the Congress fighting? What is Sonia Gandhi fighting? What is Priyanka Vadra and the rest of the Vadras fighting? They are fighting the lockdown. I think the people of this country have made a choice. If you want to fight the lockdown, you can join the Vadra Congress. If you want to fight COVID, then you can join the entire national effort. So I want to start with a broader debate, then I will go into facts. Smita is opening the debate with Ravi. Yeah.
Only Indian National Congress.
Vadra Congress.
Vadra Congress. That must be your party.
Arnab, as the...
Fine, that is my nomenclature. No, 1 minute. That is my nomenclature. It's a democratic country.
You may be a founder of that.
I have the freedom of speech. I refer to it as the Vadra Congress.
Yeah, you keep on saying, who cares? Who cares?
Fine, then if you don't care, why are you reacting? If you don't care, then why are you reacting?
Congress, that's your choice.
I'll call it Vadra Congress. What will you do?
You keep calling.
So you file an FIR on me on that.
I
have a suggestion. Please file an FIR on me on that.
Yeah, no, I will not. Nation will file FIR against you. The nation will file FIR against you, not me.
So file
And the Bombay police has already filed FIR against you.
There are so many FIRs on me, I can't count. It's all right. That's not the issue. The issue is this.
Keep counting.
The issue right now is, the issue is we are fighting the lockdown. Why don't all of you people join?
Everybody is fighting the lockdown. What Congress has done is given a tight slap on Mr. Modi.
Loud.
That he is supposed to give a free travel. He was bringing people by air from abroad. He was spending 100 crore rupees on Ahmedabad Motra Stadium. He was spending 50 crore worth of flowers on the ground.
Sudhanshu Trivedi. The reference is to Modi, so Sudhanshu Trivedi will respond. I think first of all, I request you. I request you to have. I request you. 1 minute. You are limited in your language, and therefore your expressions are. You have a right to have intemperate expressions, but having said that, don't cross the levels of decency. You have said that Sonia Gandhi has given a tight slap to Narendra Modi. This is the language you will use now. This is the language you will use now because we are winning the lockdown. You are frustrated. We will win. We will win. The country knows who's. I won't respond to you in that language. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. I won't respond to you in that language. Louder, please. I can't hear him. Though I. Yeah.
And now, first of all, Antonio Mino and all that.
Louder. Ravi, yeah.
First of all, I would like to put a fact that the present Congress, when got registered with the Election Commission with a symbol hand in 1978, Mister, it was as Congress I, that is Indira Congress, not as Indian National Congress. It was Congress us, Congress you, Congress O, and Congress I. Check your facts.
Okay, let's go to the debate.
So what's the big deal about it?
Let's
go to the debate, everyone. Let's go to the debate. Let's go to the debate. Let's go to the debate.
What's the big deal about it?
Let's go to the subject of debate. Let's go to the subject of debate, yeah.
Now coming on the subject of the debate. You are talking about the plight of the Mazdoors, which government is not paying. Maharashtra government, your government is not paying. Rest of the state governments are paying. And moreover, now the Gandhi family has got about
nobody is paying. That's why Sonia Gandhi is paying.
On the railway platform. अरे मोदी जी को आप क्या टाइट स्लैप देंगे?
Tight slap he has given. He has shown the mirror.
Careful with your language. I will not allow it. I won't do that. Thank you very much.
He has shown you the
Thank you very much. Thank you. Control your tongue.
You can burn 100
Control your tongue. Control your tongue.
You can carry people by air from Wuhan. You can pay crores of rupees for that. You can throw 90 crore worth of flowers on the floor. You can't fund
Sudhanshu.
And as far as your party is concerned, कोई जरूरत नहीं है. आपने कोई इतना पैसा अंदर कर रखा है. अगर उसका वोट देने को कई साल तक मजदूर लोग
दिल में मानवता नहीं है, मिस्टर त्रिवेदी. आपकी पार्टी के दिल में मानवता नहीं है. You have no humanity at all.
करप्शन में उसका
You are
वोट
inhuman people.
तो कई साल तक जरूरत ना पड़े और वो निकलेगा पैसा. चिंता मत करिएगा. आज आकर कह रहे गड्ढे लगे इसके ऊपर. One thing is very clear. You are very well
पीएम केयर्स
having
में
a motive in the
151
mind
करोड़
that
रेलवे
how
कैंप
to
पे
make the amount down to pay. Right from day one, their approach
What a
was
shame on you.
to support each and every aspect.
राजू त्रिवेदी,
अच्छा, मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, ये बताइए, जब लोकमान्य तिलक टर्मिनल के ऊपर भीड़ आ गई थी मुंबई में, क्या कार्रवाई हुई?
अरे लोकमान्य तिलक को छोड़िए, यहाँ पे माइग्रेंट वर्कर्स को देखिए जो भूखे मर रहे हैं, जो
कार्रवाई नहीं हुई?
नंगे
Because the agenda of your party and your people like you is always to pay the lockdown.
लोकमान्य तिलक.
This is the fact. और आपको भी पता है, when you will say free, then it is the responsibility of state government to determine if it will be totally free. State government was given just a symbolic burden just to make them more responsible.
One second. Let's debate on facts. Sudhanshu Trivedi, first of all, everyone. Ravi, now listen to me, okay? I started the debate with you. I am requesting you, stay to the subject of the debate. If it gives you some scurrilous satisfaction to say that, you know, it's a tight slap for the Prime Minister, etc., then you do that after my show. No, you do not do it on the show anymore, so I'm telling you don't.
Why should I not?
Because
you will insult the Congress president.
I am telling you.
I will insult the Prime Minister.
I haven't. 1 minute. Nobody's insulted anyone. If I've referred to somebody by a name, it is not. Absolute. I am asking questions. I don't think there is anything to feel insulted. 1 minute. That's not the subject of the debate. I'll come to it later. Now I'm telling you one thing. Let's go back to the. Yes.
Nothing to do with any problem of the country or any section of the society.
Enough, Ravi. No, Sudhanshu. I've told him what I have to told him. Now let's proceed on the subject of the debate. I'll switch you off for a while. My question is this. I'll switch you off. I've silenced you for a while. You can keep shouting. Nobody's hearing you now. I've switched your audio off. I've switched off your audio. Yeah, good. So you are not on air right now. When you behave yourself, when you behave more responsibly, I will bring you back. Manaswi, please come into the debate with Smita Prakash. Let's go on the fact. Viewers, who pays the money? My information is 85% of the money is paid for by the center. One. A symbolic 15% is taken, that also from state governments. The state governments would give that symbolic 15% to the center, and they distribute the tickets. Fine. Where does Sonia Gandhi come in? I don't understand. Smita, where does the Congress come into this? Now, there must be a very mischievous agenda. What she wants to do, I'll tell you, what some people tell me is that they want crowding in the train stations. They saw exactly what happened in earlier cases when they built a bit of fake news in the Bandra case. You want stations crowded, you want trains crowded, you want chaos, you want lots of people to turn up. When that happens, if there is chaos and trains travel completely clogged, Smita, what will happen? COVID will spread. The lockdown will be unsuccessful. Chaos will happen. And in the middle of that anarchy, they will then go and say that the lockdown was unsuccessful. Don't they care, Smita, that people will die? Don't they care that millions could get affected through COVID? That the only philosophy and principle against COVID, Smita, is containment. They want containment to fail. They want COVID to spread. And that's what the nation wants to know. What will she gain if that happens?
Look, the health ministry has clearly said that 85%, as you mentioned, that 85% of this fare would be subsidized by the center and 15% by the state. Firstly, I don't understand why this was done, because it's some bureaucrat sitting in some room who's made this convoluted rule. Again, just like that red zone, orange zone, green zone, unnecessary mess that has been created. States and center have cooperated so well on COVID till now, other than a few exceptions like West Bengal. Now, when it comes to this, the point is even that 15%, I don't see state chief ministers complaining. I don't see Jagan Reddy, I don't see Captain Amrinder Singh, I don't see Mamta, I don't see any of these chief ministers complaining about that 15%. It's only one chief minister who's whining about it, and one party president who's come on air and decided that, she's going to pay for these migrants. The point is that why? Why not ask Baghel? Why not ask Udhav? Why not ask Captain Amrinder Singh to pick up? Has she written to them?
she has said
and
it.
Have they said that we are not picking up, so let the Congress party pick up?
Smita, in fact, Smita, who contradicted? Who contradicted Sonia? Just a small addition. You know who contradicted Sonia? Her own Chief Minister, Ashok Gehlot. You know what he said? He said, whatever is left, uske liye Rajya Sarkar bhugtan karegi. So in other words, Congress party does not come in. Even in Rajasthan, 85% is born.
Exactly. So then why?
So then my point.
So
why are they feeding this lie? What is the intention? What is the agenda?
Why then? So what happens is because what happens is that the Congress wants to keep harping on this image that they are the party who looks out for the poor. The point is that nobody really believes that anymore. Nobody believes that it is the Congress, because not once have you seen anybody from the Gandhi family either making masks or distributing masks or making any kind of face shield, distributing food, or making any kind of check payments to any organization. Nothing.
See the point. That's why I'm putting this fact check out. Manas, we see it's so incredible that somebody can lie with a straight face like that. 85% subsidy from the center. 15% remaining is coming from states. And you are tweeting like crazy, Priyanka Vadra, since morning. What is the agenda? See, Manasvi, may I ask you a question? Do you think any member of the Vadra family will go to the crowded stations and go on the trains and travel with the people? No. You know one thing, that if there is crowding at stations during COVID, if you spread a general hawa that there are free tickets, if thousands lined up, if there are hundreds of thousands who land up, we have an unmanageable situation. If we give this free name, that means that social distancing, COVID lockdown will go for a toss. Why would you want the lockdown to go for a toss? Why would you want the lockdown to fail? It's a very genuine question. Please come to the debate with Ajay Alok and explain to everyone. Chetan can come in. We are a very democratic channel. Everybody will speak. But the question is today,
give me 2
minutes. No, please tell me, why would you want the lockdown to fail? Well, I'll give you more than 2 minutes. Don't worry. The second question is, the states are paying for the migrants. Okay. Fact of the matter is, as of 2nd May, of the 15 Shramik special trains dispatched, only Maharashtra was making the migrants pay the fare and not taking the cost themselves. So why is Sonia Gandhi having this anti-lockdown agenda? There is no question of her paying. 85% center, 15% states. What have they been doing since morning? Do they want the spread of COVID? Please tell me. And why would they want coronavirus to spread?
Thank you.
Tell me.
Give me just 2 minutes. I'll just speak what I have to speak. There is a clear-cut communication paralysis between the center and the state. And
I don't think so.
I would want to explain
how. I don't think so.
Nitish Kumar, the chief, please let me complete, and then you may rebut me.
No, I won't. You mentioned
जब
Nitish
बाहर से आए मजदूर एवं अन्य लोग 21 दिन बाद क्वारंटाइन सेंटर से निकलेंगे तो उनको यात्रा में लगे किराया खर्च के अलावा 500 रुपए एवं न्यूनतम कुल राशि 100 रुपए राज्य सरकार द्वारा दिए जाएंगे. The शब्द here is, the word here is लग्या किराया. So this means there is a confusion. The confusion says कि शायद there is a possibility that they are going to. This is at 6:42
No, 1 minute, 1 minute. Wait, 1 minute.
The Chief Minister of Bihar
1 minute. 1 minute. Can I
pay them back? And now, in the morning,
can I rebut you? Can I rebut you and then hand it over to Ajay? Let's have a debate, right? Don't make a speech.
Let me just
my rebut to you. Let's listen to each other.
Correct.
Now my question is, does the Vadra Congress know that non-Congress states are paying for their migrant travels? You see, what is Nitish Kumar saying? Nitish Kumar is saying, राज्य सरकार रेलवे को पैसा दे रही है और वो यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं. Okay? Which means whatever is that 15% is being paid for by the Bihar government. In Madhya Pradesh, the government is paying for the rail fare. Why is Sonia Gandhi trying to put... No, 1 minute. 1 minute. Allow me to complete.
यात्रा में लगे किराया खर्च के अलावा 500 रुपए.
1 minute. Listen to me. No, that is Nitish is giving beyond the kiraya. He is giving 500 rupees. No.
Tweet.
So why is Sonia Gandhi trying to put the onus on the center, saying, and I quote, despite our repeated demands, the central government and state rail ministry have chosen to ignore the same. Why are you making it political when there is no substance to your argument? And please hear, you see, we are all coming to a moot point. I've always felt that the Congress wants the lockdown to fail. This has really exposed them very badly this time. Ajay will respond to you. Great debate. Ajay.
Well, Manasvi, I would like to tell you that today when all this confusion started about who is going to pay for the migrants' fare and how it is going to come, and there was a lot of controversy, and especially when Sonia Gandhi today appeared on the screen and she said that for the migrant laborers, Congress party will pay, and I have instructed all Pradesh Congress committee to do the same. I say great gesture. I won't criticize her for doing this because, well, in these times of need, if anybody is contributing that much, good enough. But when the clarity came from center and when the clarity came from the Chief Minister himself, he released a video message which clearly said that we will be paying everything for every migrant worker traveling from any corner, any state to Bihar. We will be paying them for their traveling cost plus keeping them quarantined for 21 days who shows any symptom, otherwise we'll be sending them to home stay, and plus we'll be giving them 500 rupees each extra.
Exactly.
So that solves every problem. Then I made an appeal today. Well, Congress has shown a great gesture in paying the migrant workers' fare. So now at least they should donate that money to the respective state government or the central government, whomsoever they desire to do so, by the Pradesh Congress committee. No reply came from that. Good enough. Few days back before this rail, there comes a suggestion from Congress party and RJD, that RJD said they are going to give 2,000 buses to state government. They are going to give 2,000 buses. We haven't seen the face of the bus yet. Neither the state government has received any money. Now today Mr. Tejasvi Yadav, an ally of Congress, he says, एक मिनट मृत्युंजय जी, आपका समय मिलेगा. वो कहते हैं कि हम 50 ट्रेन का पैसा देंगे. 2000 बस का पैसा अभी तक देखा नहीं, 2000 बस का मुंह अभी देखा नहीं, 50 ट्रेन की बात आ गई, तो इसको क्या कहेंगे? चीप पॉलिटिक्स कहेंगे कि नहीं कहेंगे? अब मानसवी दूसरी बात पे आइए, और मृत्युंजय जी आप भी आइए. दैनिक जागरण, one of the leading newspapers of Bihar and India. Few days back what we did, we deducted 50 lakhs rupees from every MLA and MLC fund for fighting this COVID. Now today one of the Congress MLAs, Tawfiq Ahmed, he raises a demand with the CM कि मेरा पैसा लौटा दीजिए. You can just see this is there in the newspaper. ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ. ये आप देखो, ये न्यूज़पेपर है दैनिक जागरण, बिहार का सबसे लीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर. कांग्रेस MLA फ्रॉम बहादुरगंज, he says मेरा 50 लाख रुपया विधायक फंड का लौटा दीजिए. ये 50 लाख विधायक फंड का ले नहीं सकते हैं और ये माइग्रेंट लेबर का पैसा देंगे. दिस इज द हिपोक्रेसी ऑफ द कांग्रेस. ये दोगलापन, शर्म नहीं आती है?
नीचे क्यों देख रहे हैं? Why don't you reply, मृत्युंजय जी?
मुझे गुस्सा
मैं तो कहता हूं गुस्सा तो सबको आता है.
डोनेट करो ना.
No. Since this morning we have seen this go on, मृत्युंजय जी.
आलोक जी चिकित्सक है. ये अजय आलोक जी चिकित्सक हैं. ये जितना भी बचाव कर ले, जितना भी तर्क दे दे, ये सब इनका कुतर्क है, बेतुका तर्क दे रहे हैं. ये सब पब्लिक जानती है. बिहार सरकार ने पहले तो 25-30 दिनों से टाल मटोल किया, बहानेबाजी किया, लोगों को, गरीबों को, मजदूरों को बिहार लाने के लिए. इसके बाद जब नेता प्रतिपक्ष तेजस्वी यादव जी ने दबाव बनाया, लगातार मांग करते रहे, सरकार से अनुरोध करते रहे, ना सरकार सहायता ले रही थी और ना मजदूरों को लाने के लिए तैयार हो रही थी. अब जब सरकार की फजीयत होने लगी, सरकार शर्मिंदगी महसूस होने लगी, जब तेजस्वी यादव जी ने 2000 बस का ऑफर किया, 50 ट्रेन के किराया देने की बात की, आनंद फानन में मुख्यमंत्री जी आते हैं और वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग करते हैं.
पहले जमा कर दो, अब रसीद दिखाओ, उसके बाद बोलिए.
आज भी जो मजदूर
तेजस्वी यादव को यही बोला मैंने, पहले 50 ट्रेन का पैसा जमा कर दीजिए, आप रसीद दिखाइए, तब बात कीजिए.
अरे
बयान देना है ना,
आपका हमने सुन लिया, पर
बयान देना है ना,
अब सच्चाई
बयान देना है ना, तो देते रहिए.
अरे आप चिकित्सक हैं, सुनिए धैर्य से.
सब सच्चाई सुनिए.
गरीब जनता की पीड़ा, मजदूरों की पीड़ा आप नहीं समझ रहे, हमको पता है. और आपको उसका दर्द समझ में नहीं आएगा।
गरीब जनता का 28,000 करोड़ रुपए लेके आप लोग बैठे हुए हैं, पीड़ा हम नहीं समझ रहे हैं। ये कैसे होगा मृत्युंजय जी?
तर्क मत दीजिए
मृत्युंजय जी। गरीब जनता का पैसा लेके कौन बैठा हुआ है? चारा घोटाले का पैसा लेके बैठे हुए हैं आप, अलकतरा घोटाले का पैसा लेके बैठे हुए हैं आप, 28,000 करोड़ मॉल घोटाले का पैसा लेके वो बैठे हैं तेजस्वी। पीड़ा समझ रहे हैं हम,
दवाई दे रहे हैं,
पीड़ा आपको ना समझनी है।
अरे
भ्रष्टाचार के समुंदर से 2-4 बाल्टी निकाल दीजिएगा तो क्या होगा? डोनेट करिए, डोनेट करिए पैसा।
आप सवाल का जवाब नहीं दे पा रहे।
इस बीमारी में पैसा लेके कोई ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, डोनेट कर दीजिए।
क्यों इतना लेट हुआ? जब दूसरे प्रदेशों की सरकारों ने अपने अपने लोगों को बुला लिया, छात्रों को बुला लिया, तो बिहार फिसड्डी क्यों हुई? ट्रंप के लिए 1000 करोड़ खर्च हो सकता है,
कौन सा बिहार फिसड्डी हुआ?
का खजाना लूट सकता है और गरीबों को लाने में बहानेबाजी कर रहे हैं।
आप बताइए। अच्छा आप ये बताइए
और अभी प्रवचन कर रहे हैं।
एक मिनट मैं आपसे एक सवाल करना चाहता हूँ। एक मिनट मृत्युंजय जी, 1 मिनट। मृत्युंजय जी, अंग्रेजी और हिंदी दोनों में सवाल करूंगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। लिसन टू मी मृत्युंजय जी, 1 मिनट। अरे सुनिए ना मृत्युंजय जी, कितना फेक न्यूज करेंगे आप अच्छे आदमी है, पता नहीं क्या हो गया आपको। आपने आज वो लुटियंस वालों की तरह आप कब से फेक न्यूज स्प्रेड करने लगे? आपको फेक न्यूज का संक्रमण कब हो गया? यू हैव बीन इन्फेक्टेड विद द फेक न्यूज बग। सुनिए मेरी बात, 34,000
अभी एक ही संक्रमण है।
आपको नहीं अजय 1 मिनट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्यूअर्स, I'd like to bring R.K. Mishra into the debate after a long time he's on the show. Let's discuss facts. R.K. Mishra. अरे रुकिए ना, 34,000 करोड़ रुपए स्टेट्स को दिया गया है, किसानों के लिए, गरीबों के लिए। आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं? R.K. Mishra, you are on the debate right now. रुकिए ना, अभी क्या लालू यादव को लालू को नहीं मिला तो हम क्या करें? तेजस्वी को वहां से पैसा नहीं मिलेगा। ये गरीबों के लिए, तेजस्वी के लिए नहीं है। आप जितना भी रोए मगर नहीं मिलेगा। सुनिए मेरी बात। मैं आर के मिश्रा से बात कर रहा हूं। R.K. Mishra, let's go back to the debate. R.K. Mishra, the bigger question is this, and you can come into the debate with anyone. We are just beginning to win, Mr. Mishra. Are we ready to undo things? Now our cases are going up. Mr. Mishra, you're on the debate with Sudhanshu Trivedi. Our active cases are going up by just 5.75%. This number was 20% a month back, 3 weeks back, a month back.
Yeah.
We are just beginning to win. If the spike goes down below 3%, then we are really winning. If it comes to 2%, we can say we're flattening it out, right? And you know, Mr. Mishra, whatever is happening today is not happening automatically. You and I, all of us have made significant sacrifices in this period. Are we ready to give it up? Is the Vadra Congress unhappy because our active cases are not increasing as much now?
I think, first of all, this country, the people, and our Prime Minister's leadership must be congratulated, not only by us, the whole world is talking about it. So if anybody thinks that we have not done right, I think they are misleading the nation. If anybody trying to make political advantage of it, it is absolutely, I think, really sad situation, because politics can wait, but people's lives should not be played with. Third, I think essentially what we have done so far, if we do not continue doing the effective measures which we have done and indulge into this politics and pressure the governments to do things which are not necessary and which should not be done, I think we'll lose the momentum and the gains we have got. So I'm really surprised and disappointed to see today's controversy, which I think is unnecessary. Maybe central government could have communicated this much more clearly early on, but it is almost looks like, disappointing and sad. All over the world, both opposition and the government are working together. Here in our country, if opposition is trying to find faults, I understand you find the fault and tell. Don't score political points. I think it's really disappointing. If there is something to be done, please do it. But don't try to confuse and hopefully try to make political point out of it and, win the elections and all that. That's not the right thing.
Yeah.
It's not human thing to do.
Ravi,
And that's
1 minute.
what I would like
Ravi,
to say.
I'm going to Chetan. Ravi, I'll come to you in a later. Chetan, please understand and don't take this otherwise. Why is Sonia Gandhi unhappy? Are they unhappy because India has 5 times lesser cases than Italy? What is the reason for the unhappiness? Today we have some 40,000 plus cases. Italy has 210,000 cases. That's good for us, right?
Okay.
That's good, no? That we are 5 times less than Italy. Secondly, our recovery rate is 27.45%.
See, I am very
please allow me to complete. Do they want a second wave of COVID? You know, if people just crowd and social distancing is broken, if there are chaos at railway stations, if this whole we'll give it free, even if there's a rumor to that effect, you do understand that the entire battle against COVID could be reversed. And viewers, my question is not just to Chetan, my question is to all of you.
Correct.
We have all been working together with a positive spirit. You think of the sacrifices your family has made, ours has made, we've all made. Why would we want to give a sense of anarchy, chaos, fake news, crowding at stations now? Why would we want our mortality rate to go up? Why would we want our mortality rate not to be less than half the global rate which it is? What is spooking the Vadra family, Chetan? I'm asking you very sincerely. What is spooking them about our battle? Don't reply to me. Please reply to RK.
In a very simple language.
Respond to RK.
There are 3 things. So there are 3 things out here.
Tell me.
See, I can respond to him. See, first and foremost out here, see, Congress party is a democratic party. On the top of it, they are living in a democratic country. In a democratic country, what is the most important essence of democracy is the opposition. Opposition will certainly want to raise their voice. We have seen when the buses were there, buses was ferried for taking the liberals out. At that time, they raised the voice precisely because of this reason.
Chetan, I understand. Chetan, we all love democracy, we are proud of it. But opposition job is not to oppose everything.
RKG, 30 seconds.
Please propose also.
RKG, just give me 30 more seconds. I'll be able to finish my point. See, RKG, just listen to me. Give me 30 more seconds. I heard you very patiently. See, first, she has raised her voice as a responsible opposition, as a responsible leader. And especially, she comes from a family who has done supreme sacrifices. Supreme sacrifices. I do not know anybody sitting in this panel can even understand or can even feel the kind of sacrifices her family has done. Second most important point, the person who has bought this ticket, he has bought this ticket of 700 rupees and 740 rupees.
Where did he buy the ticket?
He has paid.
Where did he buy the ticket? Okay, first of all, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. 1 minute. 1 minute. Chetan, wait. We are in a debate. Let me ask you a question and get Sudhanshu Trivedi also into it. You said they have taken a case of a person who has brought 740 rupees for a ticket. Okay, so please think about what you're going to answer next. Sudhanshu Trivedi, this ticket was headed for Gorakhpur in UP. Okay, where is the ticket from? If I am not mistaken, it was from Maharashtra. Okay, do you understand? Is the Congress party in power in Maharashtra? Point number 1. Listen to me very clearly. During the journey from Vasai to Maharashtra, who is subsidizing 85% of the cost? The central government. Okay? The rest of the money is being taken from the state government. Who is paying for the food and other refreshments during the travel? The central government. The rest of the money is being taken from the state government. So why don't you first dial, the question will be, why does Sonia not dial her own state government, which has charged the money for people for going back to UP? You see, I don't even want to go there. I am saying here, it's a question of why you want to break the lockdown. Lockdown will be successful. That's it. My question is, why doesn't the Maharashtra government pay for the cost? Why don't they do that? And no, you can't have it both ways. And this is where the problem with the Vadras is. This is exactly a case of fake news, and they don't like Republic because we go for the jugular as far as fake news is concerned. Now Sudhanshu Trivedi is back on the debate with Chetan. Please tell me, why would anyone want the lockdown to fail? What is the incentive, political incentive to that?
Acting like a demographic.
Now, can I speak? After that, you can speak. We are all speaking on his side, so it is better than the people can also hear us. So I would just like to add one more fact. Despite the fact that Maharashtra is one of the richest state governments in the country, they are having the economic capital of the country.
One of the biggest beneficiary of these migrant labor. And the question is raised by the richest family of the country. And they are, instead of talking to their own government, they are putting question here. And I would just like to add what Mr. Mishra has said. He has given a very responsible statement. I would just like to quote. In Italy, the Matrubhumi of the Congress president, what happened? There was a phenomenal blunder on the part of the political leadership when they have raised a Hug Chinese campaign, that we are human, not Chinese. And that led to a massive spread of coronavirus. But you can quote a single political leader of opposition there in Italy who is speaking against the government? Can you tell? No. But here, when the entire world is praising Prime Minister Modi for his effective control of coronavirus, then opposition is leaving no stone unturned, from Tablighi Jamaat issue to the so-called suppression of the Muslims, to the present taking the issue of
Tablighi Jamaat was also
train available. This is the same
Sudhanshu ji, can I respond to you now?
Let him complete. Let him complete. I'll give you an opportunity to respond.
Just one more sentence. Chetan ji, one more sentence. लोकमान्य तिलक टर्मिनल पर जब भीड़ आई थी, वो भी एनसीपी के लीडर को पाया गया था अफवाह फैलाने वाला, उस पर तो कार्रवाई हुई नहीं. It means the agenda was there consistently from their own ruling government to create and spread a fake news, create a chaos and try to fail a lockdown. Now you can ask.
See, out here, Arnav ji, Sudhanshu ji, we have seen what is happening. We have seen how the Madhya Pradesh government was toppled during the coronavirus. When the coronavirus was spreading horizontally at that given point of time, we have seen how politically motivated and how they have used their political acumen. Second most important point out here, we have seen that how the birthday, how the marriage ceremony of the political
Chetan, my question to you is, tell me one thing, Chetan. Tell me one thing, Chetan. 1 minute. Chetan, I want you back on the debate with Smita. Smita is on the debate now. Chetan and Smita. Chetan, let's go to the moot point.
May I just come in?
No, one line before you come in, Smita, just coming to you. One line before you come in. We must all consider one basic thing. The lockdown is successful because of containment and social distancing. What Sonia Gandhi, Congress is trying to do will break containment and social distancing. It will defeat the lockdown. Why would anyone want the lockdown to be defeated? We've all done a considerable effort for it to come close to victory. Now, Smita, please come into the debate.
Yeah, you know, Arnab, we are at this point, India is at this point where it's going to be bringing lakhs of migrants or lakhs of Indians who are stranded in different parts of the world. This is the first time that something of this scale is happening. Earlier, it used to be just regional. Like when the Gulf War happened, people who were stranded in the Gulf, Indians who were stranded in the Gulf were brought back. Now we're going to be bringing back people from different parts of the world. In Air India, in Indian Air Force planes, they are going to be paying. If they can afford it, they're going to be paying for their journey back. After that, lakhs of people will be put in quarantine. It's a mammoth exercise that this country is going to undertake to see that those people who come back are not going to spread COVID. It is such a big exercise, and all that one can do is support the government in this exercise. The last thing one needs is politicizing this migrant issue. This bureaucratic mess that has been created, or should I say a mess that has been created because of bureaucracy doing this micromanagement of 85% and 15% was totally avoidable. The migrant issue remains a minor black spot. By saying minor, I'm not trying to.
Mr. Goswami, I just want to make one point.
The troubles that migrants have gone through in the past month. But what I'm saying is it was unnecessary completely.
But Smita, you know, when we entered into this phase, we all know this, that it's a difficult time. Everything will not be perfect. Sometimes you deal with situations dynamically on the basis of how they emerge, and that's what the government's trying its best to do. Now, we have a choice. We can try and make it worse or make it better. However, Manasvi, before you come in, health experts are warning that we should be very measured on how public transport is used. We cannot allow overcrowding even at airports or railway stations. Please understand, during a group of ministers meeting chaired by Rajnath Singh, it was noted how air travel and rail travel would be the last things to operate. Last things to operate because it leads to crowding. Last things, do you want to be COVID free or not? If you, and it's not me, it's even Uddhav Thackeray in Maharashtra is saying train services will not start anytime soon. That is for sure. Why, he said? Because we don't want crowds, or else the lockdown will be extended further. Uddhav Thackeray understands it. What is the problem with the Vadras? What is their hidden malicious agenda? Manasvi, you have to come into that debate.
Arnab ji, see, Vadras, Congress, or whatever you would say, it does not matter. What really matters is the people.
India will not be misled. It matters. One minute, Manasvi. RK, it matters because the lockdown matters for our lives. The success of the lockdown matters for our lives. Don't play it down.
Spreading the fake news,
don't say it doesn't matter. It matters. Ajay is on the debate. Ajay, 1 minute. Ajay, last 1 minute. Ajay.
Let me complete. Let me make a point. Why does BJP have to, every time they issue a circular, they have to clarify after issuing the circular?
Do you want deaths like Iran? Do you want a surge in cases like South Africa? Do you want an Italy-like situation? Do you want a Germany-like situation? Do you want it to spread like it spreads in New York? What are you talking about? 1 minute, let Ajay respond. Ajay, limited time. Ajay, I'm handing over to Ajay, limited time.
I have one question to Manasvi. Manasvi, I have just one question to you. Today, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said very clearly that government can spend tens of crores in getting people from abroad. Now, please tell me, government has got students from Wuhan, students from Paris, students from Malaysia. Shouldn't we get them back? Are we enemy to our own students who are studying abroad? Government has got migrant workers, carpenters, AC mechanic, truck mechanic from Saudi, from
fake
Iran,
news there. 1 minute, 1 minute. No. Can I add one line to that, Ajay? One line to that, Ajay. They have been saying that people who will be brought on flights from abroad will come free. It's not true. It's not true. The Indian embassies and high commissions are preparing a list of distressed Indian citizens. Non-scheduled commercial flights will be arranged for air travel. The air travel will begin in a phased manner from May 7th. This facility would be made payable on a payable basis. This facility is available on a payable basis. Another bit of fake propaganda that people coming on flights from abroad are free. That's also lies. What do you gain, Manas? What does anyone gain by spreading lies?
The biggest enemy is the fake news.
Those who can pay
in these times, the biggest enemy is the fake news. If Congress, such a large party, the second largest party of the country, is spreading fake news, what is stopping BJP to file FIR against them?
I'll just let Sudhanshu respond to that. Sudhanshu will respond to that. Sudhanshu.
पोजीशन का नहीं सुनना है तो हमको मत बुलाइए.
सुधांशु जी, आप FIR करिए, दूध का दूध
Wrapping.
हो जाएगा अगर.
Okay, limited time.
अरे भाई, I am asking.
Sudhanshu,
you are here not as an investigator. You are here as a supporter of the Congress party. You have to answer politically and morally. Is it morally correct or not? As far as the legal action is concerned, the authorities will take. This is the political issue and you have to answer politically and morally. I want an answer. I have raised 3 questions, but unfortunately none of them was
Viewers, I once again request you, and I request Twitter. Twitter, you have seen the amount of fake news, attempts at inciting, you have seen attempts at sparking violence, you've seen all of that. Your medium is being misused. And if Twitter has the guts, it should immediately act against the fake news and lies spread at a critical time of COVID. Twitter, stop encouraging people who are spreading fake news using your medium. I'll see you on the other side on debate number 2.